Hello and welcome to Colin's Jam Magic. This week's project is this lovely little flower fairy, so it does have wee wings on the back. You'll need a 20mm wooden bead and a 3.5mm crochet hook. I'm using some 5-ply crochet yarn, and that's the search term. So if you're on Amazon or Temu, just type in 5-ply yarn for crocheting. So it's like this stuff. Here. So you will, like I say, need some yellow, your main colour, and some white. Sorry, you will also need some glue. I like this one because it's got a very, very fine nozzle that we can fit inside the bead. Okay, so grab your materials and we'll begin. Okay, so we're going to start with your yellow and your 3.5mm crochet hook, and we're going to make a magic ring of 8 single crochet. Now you can do this yarn over or yarn under, whatever you prefer, but it is just 8 single crochet. Okay, so yarn over or under. When you have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Go into the ring, yarn over or under. When you've got 2, pull through 2. So 8 single crochet. 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You're going to straight away cut that working yarn off and then pull your little circle completely closed. Just pull the yarn straight out and grab your darning needle. And now we're going to do an invisible fasten off. So to do that, you'll skip the first stitch here. So we're going to skip over, go through the next stitch away from yourself. Okay, and then trace back over. So this is the one we skipped. So this becomes this loop, and now we're going to come through the back of this stitch like so. So you make sure you have that little back bump on as well and push away from yourself. And that's your little circle complete. You can pop that to the side for later. Now grab your main colour and we'll begin doing the flower part. To begin your flower, we're going to start the same with a magic ring, and then you're going to single crochet 15 single crochets. Again, this can be yarn over or under. For your singles, it's up to yourself. Okay, so 15 single crochet. Okay, and when you have your 15 single crochets, you're going to pull this closed loosely. So you want to be able to see right through to the back. We'll tighten this at the very end. Okay, so we start here. So we're going to work this leg first, then this leg, then the arm, then your loop, then your other arm. Okay? So it is a really quick little project. You're going to begin in the first stitch here with a slip stitch. So go through that stitch and slip stitch. So just pull straight through. Now chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we're going to be working back along this chain by picking up some loops. So insert your hook through that chain, yarn over and pull through. Keep those on your hook, go into your next stitch, yarn over, pull up another loop. Into your into the 4th chain, pick up a loop. Now into the same stitch as you started with, your slip stitch, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up another loop. So we've got 5 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2 to end. For your next stitch, we're going to be picking up these bars that you can see. So go into the bar, yarn over and pull up a loop. Under the next bar, same, pick up a loop. into your next bar, pick up a loop. Now into your next stitch along here, insert your hook, yarn over, and now you're going to do your yarn over through two, through two, through two. So pull through two, pull through two, pull through two, and your last pull through two. Now the middle stitch out of this repeat has an extra one in this stitch, so it's the same process. You go under the bar and pick up your loop, go under the next bar, pick up another loop, your last bar, and then go into the same stitch here. Yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, and yarn over, pull through two. Last stitch of this petal, we're going to do the same. Pick up your loops, down the petal, and then go into your next stitch along and do your 4 pull through twos. So pull through two, pull through two, pull through two, oh, and yarn over, pull through two. To end, we're going to do a full down the side row of slip stitches. So pick up that bar. Now this does work better if you do yarn under slip stitches, but you can do yarn over. It just keeps it, the yarn under keeps these loops on the front side. So I like to do yarn under and pull through both those loops. Go under the bar, yarn under and pull through both loops. Last one on the petal, and then you're going to finish in the same stitch with a slip stitch. Now we're going to do the second leg, which is just the exact same as this petal here. So we begin with a slip stitch, chain 4, and now work down and pick up your loops. 1, 2, 3 into the same stitch, and then do 4 yarn over, pull through twos. Your middle repeat has 2 repeats in it. Oh, sorry, your middle stitch of the 3 has 2 repeats in it. So pick up all your loops, go into your next stitch along, 4 yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to repeat, doing another repeat in the middle stitch. So pick up all your loops, go into the same middle stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Pick up your bars, pick up your loop, sorry, under those bars. 1, 2, and 3 into your next stitch. Then yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now you're going to do a full down the side of slip stitches. So go under the bar and slip stitch, under the bar, slip stitch, 3, and 1 more to end in here. Okay, so now we're moving on to the arm. In your next stitch, you're going to do a slip stitch, and that's all for that stitch. Into your next stitch, a slip stitch, and now you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same process. Pick up your loops. 1, 2, 3, and in the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Pick up your loops. 1, 2, 3 into your next stitch along. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, through 2, and through 2. You're going to slip stitch down the side. 1, 2, 3, and then the same stitch to end. So we've done our first arm. Oh, slip stitch to end for your first arm. So we did the slip stitch, then we did the repeat a slip stitch and a normal one with a slip stitch. So now we're moving on to the loop where we put the bead. So we want to make sure that this is in the middle here. You want to line up so you can see that we will be looping into this stitch. Okay, so your first stitch is a slip stitch. Into that middle stitch, a slip stitch. And a chain 22. So chain 22. 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going until you've got 22. When you've got your chain, you're going to come back down into the same stitch. So we did a slip stitch, chain 22, and a slip stitch, all in the same chain. So slip stitch in there to end the loop. And then for the third chain, we're going to slip stitch. So it's a slip stitch, chain 22, slip stitch, and then in the third stitch, another slip stitch. Okay, so you can see that that will be where we put our bead. So now we're going to do our last arm with 3 stitches left for the arm. So into your first stitch, slip stitch, chain 4. Slip stitch and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick up your loops. 1, 2, 3, into the same stitch. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Last one. So pick up your loop. 1, 2, 3, into your next stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, through 2, and through 2. Slip stitch down the side using the bars. Slip stitch. Oh. Slip stitch. Slip stitch into the same chain, slip stitch, and then end with one more slip stitch in the next chain, and that's you complete. So when you have your slip stitch done, you can just cut that yarn away and pull straight through. Okay, so you can see now we've done all our limbs. We're going to pull the centre circle closed, but not completely all the way, just a little bit more to get where you can still fit your whole hook through, and that stops it warping and moving the limbs about. Grab your darning needle and we're going to secure this stitch in, okay? So into your next stitch, push away from yourself to bring that loop through to the back of your work. Oh. Okay. Grab your middle circle that you used, your yellow circle, and I'm going to show you how to sew this on without it showing on the other side. You don't want it to come through because it would make the back pretty messy. Okay, so your centre circle, you can grab through the middle and pull that on. That's just, I call that an anchor loop. I don't know if that's the correct word, but that's what I call it. Anchor it in to position. Okay, grab your darning needle and we'll begin. Okay, so you can see on the back here we have a little back bump. You're going to go through that. Okay, now from the pink, you're just going to lean back, reach back, sorry, behind here, and you're just pulling up one little loop, like so, and pull your stitch through, pull your needle through, sorry. Come through the back bump again, here, And then we're going to do the same. We're going to reach back to the pink, and we're just picking up one loop. And again, this doesn't come through to the other side. Now this can be used for any project, this type of sewing on or fastening them on, so that your stitches don't show. So go through that back bump, and then through one loop on the pink. Continue to fasten that on, and we'll pick back up to do the head. Okay, so now the centre's sewn on, feed your work back to the centre where that anchor one was, and we're going to do a box knot. So go right over left and knot, pull down, and then go the opposite, go left over right and pull down really tight. Now you've done a box knot, you can cut right down to the knot and it won't come undone. We're going to do the same with these two tails. So you go right over left, pull down, and then you go the opposite way, left over right and pull down tight. Same, cut away right down to the loop, right down to the knot, sorry. Now grab your hook and your bead. Make sure before you do this that your hook can fit through the bead from the top to the bottom. Make sure your flower's facing the front. Now grab a hold of this big long loop like so, and then push the bead down. Don't try and pull the hook. Hold your hook normally and pull the bead down, and that way you won't burst any of this out. Turn your head to face, and now we're going to do the hair, which is really easy as well. So grab your pink again, and we're just going to do a very small little bobbin loop. So over 3 fingers, wrap round 3 or 4 times. Make sure that both these ends are at the one side. Cut. Now take a new piece of yarn, cut it. You can hear Mr. Lucky maybe in the background hoo-hooing. Okay, so with this new piece of yarn, you're going to feed it through the centre at the opposite side where these at the opposite side, and then you're going to do the same. You're going to do a box knot to secure this. Okay, so it was a few wraps over your finger. Cut a new piece and tie that at the opposite side, just one of the tails for the moment. Put it on your darning needle, and you're going to come from the top of the bead down. Okay, so you can slide the bead up a tiny little bit and then come down the front. Okay, you're not pulling this tight just yet, so keep it loose. Grab your other tail. You're going to do the same, except you're going down the back of the bead. Okay, so you should be going with it backwards now, or facing backwards. Okay, pop that down. Okay, so you pull that down so that it sinks into the bead, and with the other side, pull it down, and then the hair, the knot's now like in the middle. You're going to grab your scissors, cut through those loops, and you've got your hair now. We're going to secure this. So grab your needle again. The front loop, or the front tail that you used, put it to the back of your work now. And again, a nice tight box knot to secure. So right over left. And then left over right. And secure nice and tight. Cut those away and grab your glue. So just to make sure that the hair stays in place, you're going to grab your glue. This very fine nozzle is perfect because you can push the hair to the back like so and still fit the nozzle in. Give it a good squeeze of glue and then pull on your loop and pull down, and that should hopefully keep all your work nice and tight. When you've got your fuzzy hair like this, grab a comb or whatever you prefer and just brush the hair out to make it a little bit wild. That's the Flower Fairy done. We just have to do the wings now. So grab your 3.5mm hook and your white. Okay, so to make the wings, you're going to start with a magic ring and secure. Okay, now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Into the magic ring, we're going to work 3 of these stitches. So yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over and pull up a loop. You've got 3. Yarn over, pull through 1. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 1. And yarn over, pull through 2. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. That was your first. You're going to do 2 more. So yarn over, go into your ring, pull up a loop. You've got 3. Yarn over through 1. Yarn over through 2. Yarn over through 1, yarn over through 2. Last one. Yarn over, pull through 1, through 2, through 1, through 2. Okay, and you're going to slip stitch down using the back bump. So on the opposite side of the white, which is quite hard to see at the moment, I'm sorry. Go through that stitch and slip stitch. Into the back bump again. Sorry. Okay, so the back bump, slip stitch. And then into the ring, slip stitch. Okay, so that's the first part of the wing done. We're just going to do the same on the other side. So using the same magic ring here, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one, because we secured the magic ring, that counted as our first. Then we chain 3. On this side, we chain 4. Work 3 of those funny stitches. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Yarn over, go into the ring, through 1, through 2, yarn over through 1, yarn over through 2. Again, pull through 1, pull through 2, pull through 1, pull through 2. One more, pull through 1, pull through 2, pull through 1, pull through 2. Slip stitch down the back bumps. 1, 2, and into the ring. Okay, cut your yarn away. Leave a long tail for sewing. You can pop that straight out of the ring. And then we're going to close this using your tail, and we're going to close this nice and tight. So pull that nice and tight. And that's your little wings done. Okay, so the first part is you're going to wrap your tail around the back. So go over the back first, over the front, and again straight back to the back, so that you're kind of looping it right round on itself. Make a box knot to just hold everything nice and tight. So you go right over left, tie down, and then you do the opposite. So you go left, over right, tie down. You can cut your tail away now. Grab your sewing needle and we're going to add the wings to the back. Again, we want to do this so that it doesn't poke through to the front, or so that you can't see. That's going to cover this gap that we left just for shaping. Okay, so we're using this circle that we've got here. So you're going to go through the circle, but not through the yellow part of the circle, if you see what I mean. And pull that into position, like so. Loop over the top and do the same at the opposite side. So you'll go through the circle, but not through the yellow part of the circle. Loop it up like so. Oh, I caught the yellow there. If you saw that, that's what I mean, don't do that. So just double check that you're not through the front side of your work. Oh, sorry, I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, pull that through. Loop back over the wings. Down to the bottom again, where you came through. Back up to the middle point, and now we're going to secure this in place. So just pop the wing to the side till you can see the base of that stitch, and now we're going to secure it with a nice knot that's really tight. Okay, and that's us done. So that was your little flower fairy. She's all complete, or he's all complete, and you can add a keychain or anything that you fancy. So those were the little flower fairies. I really hope you enjoyed this pattern. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you could like the video. That is probably the easiest way to support the channel, because likes gets my videos recommended to other people. And again, thank you so much to everybody who subscribed. We've just got over 7,000 subs, and I was over the moon. So thank you so much. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Bye now.